Hello goons, welcome back to another Mopium video. We're back on some more CS, so it seems a little laggy, but I'm sure that's nothing at all. Oh, I forgot to buy the AK, but yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day. Welcome back to another Mopium Productions video, even though Mopium Productions is one man. How? Oh my god. All right. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys are doing great. Blah blah blah. What the hell? How did that guy just die? Oh my god, he's ass. How did he die to that? Come on. Oh my god, I'm so horrible. I'm so horrible. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about the ambition triad, or I think that's what it was, or that's what the guy was trying to explain in the video. But you know, I was doing my 54. Oh. Anyways, I was doing my usual doom scrolling at the gym. Okay, dude. I don't think I've gotten a single kill. Oh, I got one kill. Where did he just die from? What? Oh my god, I'm losing it. Oh, that, I don't know how I got a headshot there, but you know what? Hell yeah. I could have gotten a headshot there too. I'm so stupid. I'm so horrible. Anyways. He knows I'm here. No! I only hit him twice! I'm so ass. John Cena OnlyFans just murked me. Perfect. And give me one more. No! Oh my god, 61. Yeah, there was this like ambition triad where basically like, you know, people who are overly ambitious are doomed to essentially fail just because of their ambition. And I think the examples the guy gave were like the three like modes that you can be like affected by or whatever. Oh my god, that took way too many bullets. It was like basically a triad, right? Which basically means there's like one extreme over here, one extreme up here, and one extreme down here. And you know, you're supposed to be like a mix of all three, right? It's not like you're not supposed to be one of the extremes. You're supposed to be a mix of all three extremes, right? And there was the narcissist, or Narcissus. I think that's the name of the guy. Like, I didn't know this, but Narcissist is apparently named after Narcissus, which was like an old a guy from old times that was like so infatuated with his reflection that he couldn't like stop staring at himself, and that's basically where narcissism comes from, or at least the term. Oh my god, what am I doing? That's where the term narcissism comes from, is that guy basically, which I didn't know. How's he? But yeah, and so you know Icarus is the guy who, you know, the one who flew too close to the sun, and then what was the last triad? Oh yeah, it was Sisyphus. I think that's how you say it. The guy who, like, you know, infinitely rolls up the boulder, hoping that, you know, eventually something will happen, or like he'll make his end goals. And basically what this guy was saying was that, like, wow, that guy's ass. Basically what this guy was saying about the three triads is that, like, you become so ambitious to the point that you eventually, like, you know, you develop a mix of the three extremes, right? Basically your ambition comes from a place of narcissism where you're like, you know, I can do this, or like, I want to do this for myself, right? Like, this is, wow, I'm horrible. Where it's like, this is for me, like, I'm doing this for myself, right? No, dude. My god. And then Icarus is basically like, you know, you maybe you eventually do hit your ambition, but then, you know, you either like lose a lot of people in your life, or you lose a lot of your close ones, or like you just lose the people in your circle over time because of how infatuated you become with your end goal, right? And then the last extreme was Sisyphus, which is like, you may not know what's going on. You may not know how you're going to get to your destination, or like you don't know how your journey is going to play out, but like you're just hoping that it will work out, essentially. And I was kind of sitting there and I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what, this is actually really interesting, because I feel like in media, especially in like anime or like music and stuff like that, like an overly ambitious person is actually seen as like a really good trait to have, or like, you know, something you should be. Like, you should be really ambitious and like, you know, shoot for the stars, or like shoot for the moon. You know, the saying of like, you know, shoot for the moon, and you know, even if you fail, you might land on the stars. And I was just kind of thinking about it, like, why is media like so adamant about, I killed the guy behind him? Oh my god. Oh, the shotgun. Yep, give me the shotgun. I don't know how to like take this site right here. I'm so ass at this part of the map. Okay, let's go this way. And I was thinking about it, like, that's really interesting that, you know, like just media in general is like, you have to be ambitious. Like, you know, if you have your mindset on something. Where did he just die from? Oh my god. What am I doing? 22 and 30. Holy ass, dude. I'm dog water. But yeah, you know, like, think about, I was just thinking about like Kanye's music, right? Like, maybe not even Kanye, like a lot of the mainstream like hip hop rappers, like, you know, Travis Scott, Cardi, Lil Uzi, and, you know, like I said, Kanye, they all have that message of like, you know, be ambitious and, you know, work towards your goal. And even if you don't know how you're going to get there, like, you will get there eventually. Like, that is like, if you set your mind to it completely, like, you will make it. Yeah, nice try, buddy. And so I think the reason why media sells ambition as a good trait to have is because it's, when you're that ambitious, it's very easy to become discouraged, right? It becomes very easy. That guy is a sniper. I'm not peeking that. It becomes very easy to, you know, something wrong happened, like, oh my god. It becomes really easy to become to get discouraged when something doesn't go your way, right? Because usually when you're ambitious, you kind of, you know, you have a very, I want to say vague, but like not really vague plan, right? Like, you know the steps, kind of, you know what you want to do and like where you have to be and like the milestones you have to hit to get the goal that you want. And when something doesn't go your way, you become, that was really stupid of me. You become really discouraged, and in that discouragement, I don't know about you guys, but when I get discouraged, or like when something doesn't really go my way, I become really, I isolate myself a lot. Like, I become very quiet. I become very, I kind of just, you know, I kind of start to neglect myself and ignore myself, and just because I'm so obsessed with that discouragement, or I'm so obsessed with that like downfall, right? It's like, there's also that whole thing of like, you know, I already failed here, so why not fail the rest of it, right? And I think it really is kind of a ploy, selling ambition, to control our minds in a way. And it sounds really weird, and I can't really cram it in a 10-minute video. But if you guys want a part 2 about this video, let me know, and I'll explain more in the next video. But I kind of realized that, like, you know, selling when media sells this idea of like, be ambitious, like, you know, shoot for the moon, it becomes really easy to control you, actually. And, you know, I'm so bad. I'm going 30 and 45. Holy dude. Oh my god. Yeah, but that's not to say to, like, you know, don't be ambitious or don't have dreams or don't have goals. I think it's still, you know, it's still good to be ambitious. Just, you know, moderation. I always say it, but, you know, always be moderate about the things you do, right? I hope I got the XP from that. If I don't get the XP from that, okay. Yeah, like, I'm not saying don't be ambitious. I'm saying, like, you know, just don't be so obsessed with your goal, right? Like, if you feel like you're losing people, or if you feel like you're losing yourself in your ambition, then I think you should at that point maybe step back and like take a look at yourself and take a look at what your ambition means and what your goal is, and go from there, right? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you want a part 2 explaining more of how selling ambition allows us to be controlled easier, let me know. Let me know down in the comments, and I'll make a part 2 to this video. But yeah, please subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe.